Guys, we got a big week coming up next week because coming up on today's episode of Technoid, I am so excited. We are going to see 3 events. We've got the Samsung Unpacked Part 2, we've got the Google Pixel event, we've got the Apple October event, and what is the common denominator between all 3 events? They're each one day after each other. This is the perfect trifecta of all companies come together in nice one amazing week, and I am excited. And we're going to talk about each event announcement, and we're going to discuss which one I'm the most hyped for, and also I will explain to you guys what I'll be doing in production for these shows and everything on today's episode. All of that on today's episode, but in the words of Michael Buffer and Bruce Buffer, well, not really Bruce, but in the words of Michael Buffer, let's get ready to rumble! Alright guys, enough excitement, let's get right to it. Before we talk about the Apple event, I'm going to start with Apple, then Samsung and Google. I just want to announce to my returning subscribers, I will be doing a live post show after each event has finished. I'm going to talk about the products, we will have a post discussion. Anybody is welcome to join me on those live discussions. You can check it out in the live stream, and of course, they will happen as soon as Apple is done, Google is done, and Samsung is done. Now we got that out of the way, let's start with the Silver Corner. We're gonna go do this MMA style. Fighting in the Silver Corner, we have a company that has pissed off many Android fanboys because they cannot get over the fact that Apple has more sales than their company. Yes, we are going to talk about the Apple October event. I know, that's gonna piss everybody off, but anyway. Apple has announced their October event and they are dubbing it Unleashed. Basically hinting that yes, we are going to see the long-awaited, long-rumored, leaked, confirmed, not confirmed, basically everything from your mom's drawer. They're going to talk about the M1X MacBook Pros. Now, there are a few things to take a look at. There is a slight deja vu with a little bit of OS X kind of throwback feel to the whole Unleashed kind of thing. But the main area of this, based on the marketing of the image, we do see flash and speed, so we're taking a good guess this is all going to be about the Macs. Now, there are reports saying that Apple might not show any more products. I again already talked about the October event. I don't have to go through it anymore. So all I'm going to say is for the October event is I am super excited for the M1X MacBook Pro, as that might be my next MacBook, hopefully, you know, my bank account is probably going to hit negative by the end of this video. So make sure you watch all the ads so Technoid doesn't go hungry. I'm just playing. But in all seriousness, Apple's event is October. Theirs is going to be on the 18th, and that is actually very cool that Apple decided to do it next week on the 18th because of 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the start of the week. You get yourself a really good event. But number 2, it kind of helps, again, with what we're going to talk about after. But the October event has been announced. Apple is going to, of course, show the MacBook. Let me hear your thoughts. Are you excited for the Apple October event? And what are your thoughts? Now let's get to the second company. The next day, October 19th. Now let's meet the contenders fighting out of the... fighting out of the multicolored corner. We have a company that is making some breakthrough products, especially now with a resurgence in premium flagships. They are pissing off everybody because of a bezel, which makes absolutely zero fucking sense. But anyway, fighting out from wherever they are, we are going to talk about the Google Pixel 6 Pro announcement. Yes, we have already known this. Google is revealing. They are revealing it October 19th. They are going to try to steal the Apple momentum. They're going to try to take it. But that's not all. On top of the Pixel 6 Pro event, we will also see the Pixel 6 and reportedly something else. There is no confirmation on that something else, but there is a word going through the grapevine. But basically, of course, we've already known enough about the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. We've seen the leaks. Google basically came out and said, yes, this is what we're doing. They've shown marketing images. They've released literally ads before the phone even has been announced. They've done everything to hype this phone up even before showing it to the public. So they've got a lot of momentum on their shoulders. And I think a lot of tech fans are more excited for the Pixel 6 Pro than they are with not just the Apple, but we'll talk about the Samsung event as well. But it seems that the momentum is all in Google's favor because this is truly a return to form for Google to get back into the flagship race, but giving everybody exactly what they've wanted. Now, I've seen all the reports. I was on Twitter. I've seen everything. And honestly, I gotta tell you, man, the fact that you guys are complaining about bezels, and honestly, at this point, I don't know what else to say to these people that are just complaining. Like, do you just like have to find something to say? Like, you didn't say this when they showed it. You didn't say this when they were leaking it. Now all of a sudden, as we're getting closer, you decide you want to say something? Makes absolutely no sense. So to you tech fans out there that just want to trash Google for that, you're absolutely hypocritical, and you're part of the double standard in the tech world. And don't worry, Sammy fans, we're gonna get to you in just 1 second. But overall, the Google Pixel 6 and 6 Pro is coming out on the 19th. Samsung is up next, so let me hear your thoughts if you think that the Pixel event is the one that everybody should be watching, if that is where all the hype is. And last story, the final story, we now have October 20th, which is, of course, now I believe we are going into Samsung Unpacked Part 2. Now, this one definitely shook us by surprise, because a lot of people were saying that Samsung was not going to release the Fan Edition because of the chip shortage, because of everything that we had heard. It didn't seem like Samsung was going to do it, but it seems like Samsung has gotten everything fixed. It looks like they are going to do it, and it looks like we're going to see the Fan Edition come alive. Now, I'm really excited, and I think that this was one of the biggest kind of holy crap kind of showings, because it really is amazing that they did want to do it. Now, I think for me anyway, that this is a good thing for Samsung because the Fan Editions are a true hit for them. They have seen so much growth because it is, how do I put this? It's a premium mid-range with flagship specs, basically what OnePlus is doing, but with Samsung branding. But it's a very good phone, and for them to continue that momentum, even with the foldables, even though the foldables are giving them some pretty good ups right now, it made total sense for them to go back to it. Now, for me, I reported they did say there were internal sources saying that they were debating releasing the phone with the chip shortages, with all the manufacturing issues going in place, but it seems they might have had this figured out. So I'm actually kind of cool for this one, but I don't think there's going to be as much momentum because, again, everything is riding on the Pixel 6 Pro, and it doesn't seem like Samsung has a lot of hype in this. But at the same breath, it is interesting to see what they're going to do with the Fan Edition. Now, I've already released the images. I've talked all about them. You can check out all my previous episodes. But the Samsung Unpacked is Part 2 is literally the day after Apple and Google. So this is why I love it. We've got three corners, big blue, fighting in the blue corner. We've got the multicolored color, and then we've got the silver corner that just stands in the middle. But overall, rounding everything up, this is a great time to be a tech fan, because if you wanted any reason to get hyped for a release, if you wanted any reason to watch an event, you got 3 days of back to back to back. And if you think that this was set up intentionally, you're absolutely right. Each company is trying to undercut each other, trying to get one up on everybody. But this is one of those things where while the companies are going to have to one up each other, the consumers, us tech fans and techies out there, this is a win for all of us. We have a nice thing to look forward to during the week, and it's something that helps us start the week off honestly pretty cool. We got things to talk about. So I'm actually all for this, and I'm super excited for Samsung, Google, Apple. I'm excited for everything. So let me know your thoughts down below. Out of all three events, which one are you the most excited for? And again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. You can help circulate my videos by doing that as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Again, I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, and peace!